Hey again, you, and welcome back to some more test videos. So we have a 3v1 today, and you're trying to step out of the norm. You're stepping out of the Halo build, but you're trying something out different. So we are gonna have Guldo here with Q+2 Super -1. Instead of having the launch support, which is one of the selected, we're trying out Patara that aren't on the list. So we're gonna try out Exquisite Skill and Light Body with Halo. So we had 3 different AIs. I think we have Tien, Frieza, and Krillin. And we're going to be going up against King Vegeta. So, start off with Tien AI. We have King Vegeta here with Defense +3, Attack -1, Latent Energy, Deadly Healing, and Dragon Spirit with Piccolo AI. So pretty much do the best that you can and turn into an ape. That's pretty much it. So I do have transformations on, because that's pretty much the gist of that build. Last as long as you can, turn into an ape. Like, that's it. And you know, they were even considering kicking King Reggie off. So if this last build and what it can do can allow him to stay in, yep. The volleys pretty much cancel each other out. Volley. So G+2 still seems decent. Still seems decent enough. Of course, we've got to see how he does with, you know, well, not only AI-wise, but with Light Body. There's Paralysis with Exquisite Skill. Gets off a nice little melee combo. And you also got to take into consideration his charge penalty if he decides to do fighting pose, and all that needs to be taken into consideration. You know, if necessary, you could even go with go out getting hit with another volley for 1-8, but Fighting Spirit, maybe Q+2 Super -1 Fighting Spirit. And he wouldn't get the full benefit, so he'd be at 2.53. So in the end, on his last bar of health, he would go up to where he would have with launch support the entire time, 3. But he would have at least one more point. He could, you know, throw it into Light Body, or he can throw it into Exquisite Skill, or he can throw it into whatever's another 1-pointer. You could throw it into Indignation. Right now, he's not doing too hot. Paralysis connects. Execution Beam connects, and it's over. Alright, fight again. If he's using them exquisite skills to paralyze and, you know, do something, that's you know, exquisite skill, it seems like a good idea, but the computer just don't really do much with it. We were even considering on Majin Buu, but, you know, he really didn't do anything. He'd either not get off the Calcusin, or just not do anything with it, you know? And yeah, sure, it's only 1 point, but, you know, when you got a build like yours, where, you know, every point counts with Halo stealing 4, you know, it's very vital that, you know, he does something properly. So, you know, you might even want to go maybe G+2 Super -1 Fighting Spirit Light Body in Halo. Psychic Rock Throw, I connect. You know, and you don't have to go with the Exquisite Skill. I was just saying maybe try it. But right now, like, you're like, look, what's he really doing with it? Not much. Not much. You know, maybe if he had a little bit of healing, he could, like, stall out, you know, paralyze and stall, but he doesn't have really healing. You know, he's not utilizing it, so he's not going like paralysis, jump, charge up, do a psychic rock throw. While you would think that's what you were hoping he would do, he's just not. And I really can't say that for, you know, all the AIs, but what I'm seeing from Tien, you know, his opponent's not the easiest opponent either. Like, defense, making his B2s not even do a lot of damage. High speed clash. Guldo wins it again. Gotta be winning at high speed clashes. Execution Beam connects. Nice jump back. King of Sands, volley. King of Sands connects, and volley misses. So now King Vegeta has like a pseudo power body. But I definitely see where the Saiyans are coming from with this build. One of the problems with King Vegeta is that they want him to turn to an 8, but he'll always do King of Sand. So hopefully with Dragon, look at that. Look, what was that? What was that? 3 headbutts? Where he would always do King of Sands, and he would pretty much just waste all his blast stocks instead of turning into an ape. So with Dragon Spirit, they're hoping to increase the speed of his blast stock gain, and you know, hopefully turn into an ape. So now we have Frieza AI, so we're gonna go ahead and see how Frieza AI does versus King Veggie. But yeah, I don't know. Unless one of these AIs does something with it, like, you know, I want to see like paralysis, hold them in place, charge up to an, if you have enough energy. If you don't, if you do already launch it, but if you don't, charge up and launch either a volley or a psychic rock throw in their face. That's what I want to see with it, because right now what I've been seeing what you do with paralysis, you pretty much look like Majin Buu, and it's the reason why we're really never considering. So a couple rush blasts, a missed grab, and some distance. Again, well, especially on your build, because we were just considering it as maybe just like a throwaway point for one of the builds from Majin Buu, but yeah, because we were thinking about giving Savior, but then we're like, nah. Majin Buu doesn't use his Savior. Yeah. He's more likely to charge up to max power and do it than come out and do an ultimate. He's no Gotenks Buu. Gotenks Buu will do it. Now, 9 times out of 10, he'll come out and do an ultimate. Gotenks Buu, but not Majin Buu. So we're like, not Savior. So if we're not going to do a Savior, at what point? And, you know, usually we'd go ahead and say, okay, throw Light Body on it, but Light Body's already on that build. So we're trying to figure out at one point that not Light Body. And we can't, and on that build, that particular build, we can't give him anything like Fighting Spirit or Indignation or anything along those lines. So we're just trying to figure out what we're supposed to do with that. But alright, paralysis to a second. That's what I want to see. Guldo special would have been really nice as well, but that's what I want to see. I want to actually see you do something with it. There's that charge penalty. Charge penalty is not too bad. You know, he still has Halo, so you know, things are still caught for half. So if he wants to still launch B2s, but he can. Seems like he can still easily, with a little bit of charge, he can get out of the charge penalty. But I'd say probably go with something more passive, better. So I'd probably say keep +2 super -1 Fighting Spirit Light Body Halo. Try that out. But you won't get to try that out for a while, because if you guys didn't know, I'm actually going to be taking a week break. Yes, I'm going back to college, and I want to make sure that I, you know, am nice and comfortable in college. Make sure that the workload's not too much, and if it is, we can go ahead and change things accordingly. This is also a week break off of my own YouTube channel. And I know it's because I know your coach is actually a fan of my channel, so he gets punished double. Not only does he not get any Dragonball Z League videos, but then also he doesn't get any videos on my channel as well. But I'm trying to say, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and take this break. So I will be back on the 1st. So on the 1st, you can go ahead and get back to some testing. And sorry to inconvenience you, but you know, school is important. You know, this is just volunteer / hobby. While you know, college is my career. You know, I want to be a teacher. So you know, I'm gonna be. This is actually my first semester. Where I'm gonna be doing some student teaching. So. Wish me luck with that, and you know, hopefully the workload won't be too much. My classes are women's studies, women literature. Women's studies. I was on purpose because I needed one more social science, and it's an easy A in my college. You know, there's only one teacher that teaches it. It's easy A, so I definitely wanted that. I already took sociology and psychology, so I needed one more for my just my general. You know, I'm majoring in education, minoring in math. But yeah, and then the women's literature, which you think, oh, they're going hand in hand, hunting. I needed a literature class for my general as well, and he is just missing them freaking paralysis. But it was the only class open at the time that I wanted. You know, there was other literature classes, a ton of them, but you know, the only one that kind of fit into my schedule, and I was like, okay, well, why not? You know, might have to read some books. Ugh, I hate reading. Anyway, Ollie, that connects, and it's over. I can't remember if that was 1 or 2. Oh god, I can't remember if it's 1 or 2. I'm at to pause the video and figure it out. Alright, it was 2, so. It's just all one big blur. Guldo getting his butt kicked. Anyway, now we're gonna try Krillin AI. He was just missing the paralysis, like, God. Wasting blast lock and a point. If you don't connect with them, and you don't do anything with the exquisite skill. Seems like it would be good on a melee build, because you can exquisite skill and then they generally like do rush blasts or melees with it. Like, kind of like what Chaozu does, but... Nice dodge. Nice dodge. A little bit of run to the side. So, yeah, I'm also taking calculus too. Because I have to take I want to be an algebra teacher. I want to be an 8th grade algebra teacher. I gotta take calculus. Yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm taking calculus 2 and then my student teaching class. So I'm a full-time student, and yeah. So, you know, the reason why I've been able to dish out all these videos in quick succession and all like that, and it's because I've been on some break. I don't have a job. So, you know, I've just been having a lot of free time to hand besides doing all this, but like all these videos and my YouTube channel, sometimes it does feel like a full-time job. You know, I'll sit here on hours on end recording, at least a part-time job, you know, because I'll sit here and record for 4 hours. You know, I've done it. Or I'll sit here and I'll record everybody's videos for 4 hours, not including my own YouTube channel, so it's kind of like a part-time job. But yeah, you know, school is more important than this. This is just a hobby, you know. At this point, every team has... I'm not sure how many you guys have, but I know Sans, Blades, and Boots all have over 100 videos. So, off the top of my mind, I can't remember. I mean, of course, when I upload and I look in your playlist, I can clearly see, but off the top of my mind, I'm clearly not looking at it right now, so I really can't remember. But, you know, I know every team has 80 plus. I know every team has 80 plus. So, you know, like I said, this is just volunteer. I definitely want the West Cotton to do really well, and you know, 3 headbutts is paralysis. No. So instead of doing your usual 1 headbutt, now you get 3 headbutts. Like no, not that. Couple rush blasts and a melee combo. When you could have done more damage throwing a B2 at him. That's insane. Seems like Guldo just doesn't want to do anything with paralysis. Yeah, you know, it was kind of gimmicky. It sounded like a good idea on paper, but no, it's kind of gimmicky. And we're worried about the same thing in Majin Buu. Like I said, sometimes I wish that some characters didn't even have a paralysis move, just so you wouldn't even have to consider even putting a exquisite skill on them. You know? We don't even... Evil Buu? Nah. Evil Buu doesn't need it. Majin Buu, like I said, that 1 extra point, you just think, that 1 extra point, you know, why not? Why not? Because that's why not, because you ain't doing much with it. And Guldo's not doing bad. Taking down to the red, I mean, no complaints there. And 8 time. Uh-oh, Guldo. Good luck, Guldo. Nope. I mean, you turned him into an ape, so not bad. And like I said, you're going up against a really defensive player. Like, he's just full-on defense. He's just defense with some Dragon Spirit tacked on. That's all he is. It's just defense and Dragon Spirit. So, like I said, apologize for the week, but when I come back, you know, we'll fix things accordingly if need be. You know, if my workload's not too much and none of my classes are too hard, you know, even the classes you think would be the hardest, which would be probably calculus 2. I've always been good at math, so, and hopefully I'll have a good teacher, because calculus 1 I had a terrible teacher. My calculus 1 in college, scratch that, calculus 1 in college. My calculus 1 teacher in high school, oh my god, I love that woman. She was my second favorite teacher. My favorite teacher was my Algebra 2 trig and pre-calculus teacher, because I had her twice in a row. She's the teacher that I'm be student teaching for, but they're both in the same school, so I'll be seeing both of them. But they're my favorite teachers, and she just did a great job teaching me calculus. My college one was just terrible, and yeah. Anyway, calculus 2. The teacher was a woman, and I do better when I have a female teacher. So when it comes to math, so hopefully she'll be a good teacher, and I'll do well in calculus 2, because I still gotta take calculus 3. But that should be okay. The class I'm probably the most worried about is either student teaching, just because I kind of feel like it's gonna be a whole new can of worms, or the literature class, just because I know it's a literature class. I'm gonna have to read, but I hate reading, So I'll probably just have to break it down and read. I'll have to read. And I hate reading, and I get bored, and I have the attention span of a cantaloupe, but I'll have to try my best. So wish me luck. If any of you guys are going back to school and going to college, I wish you luck as well. But yep. Dragonball Z League starts in, October, so we got a month of school before we get to enjoy our league again. But if you guys have Naruto League, I guess you're enjoying that. I'm not into Naruto. I'm not into Naruto or the game. I don't understand how it works, so yeah, I'm not watching that. Not into that. Real AI doing pretty well. That's over. Like, you're not turning around to block that, are you? Alright, well, that's it, I guess. So, like I said, take everything that you saw at grain of salt. Like I said, Squid Scale, he didn't really utilize it, so I'd say maybe go with Fighting Spirit just to give him a little bit of charge rate. Light Body, you can just die that night as well. I like Light Body. I always like Light Body, but I don't know. It's up to you. But I hope that this test video was helpful. So you got one more test video today, and then that'll be the last test video for a little while. So thanks for watching, thanks for all the support, and I will see you in the next test video. Thanks for watching.